Hey guys, another video. I think this is the third one. Losing track already. Last video we got the calipers in. Still going to be ordering it. This is actually the same day, but I'm cheating and recording it all on the same day. Anyways, I'm doing or planning to empty out my diff. I absolutely hate doing this. Fluid makes me gag every time, but it's got to be done. Now, I've been running Modal 90 PA because I've heard that is one of the fluids that people run with the Nismo LSD. But this year, the first year and this year, I've been running into a lot of puking out of the breather tube. So I'm thinking I was going to change the cover, but I'm using a Z1 cover. It's extra capacity, but the shape of it doesn't really allow the oil to flow. Like the OEM one is like a curved surface on the back. This one's got like a little pocket on the bottom and a flat wall up top, which causes a few issues. It aerates the fluid just because it's hitting a back. It's hitting the back just like at a 90-degree angle compared to the curve where it could flow back up and towards the pinion gear, which is in the front. And then I think the fluid is just too thin for what I'm doing. I mean, even with endurance racing, not endurance, time attack racing, throughout the day it just heat soaks and gets warm and eventually pukes. So what we're doing, I've got another fluid also made by Modal. This is the competition 75 W140. I've also had recommendations on this one, so we're gonna try it. But first we gotta drain it, and I'm actually gonna fill it out of the car because I hate filling it under the car because I can't really. I have to get a pump. The pump sucks, etc. So we're gonna fill it out of the car. Should be 2 liters, so we'll put the whole two liters in there. And the car seems somewhat level right now, so we'll open up the fill plug back up once it's back in, see if there's any extra that needs to flow out. But yeah, we're gonna take it out because I'm also going to do I don't know. Oh, they're in the freezer. My wife is asking me why there's car parts in the freezer, but we're gonna put a solid diff bushing in the rear, as well as doing the knuckles, but the knuckles will be done later. So I gotta take out the diff, which is going to include taking off the drive shaft, but we'll start with draining. You guys won't see any of this because it'll be a video of me just trying to gag the entire time, not on purpose, but I'll be back and I'll follow up with updates. All right, guys, we are well into a teardown right now. I drained the diff fluid. There's still a little puddle of gear oil in there and it smells awful. I gotta clean that up soon. Single exit exhaust is out. I have a dent here from my subframe hitting it, but this is like a 4-inch pipe, so I don't think it's too much trouble. Just gotta make sure that clears when I put it back in. Actually, there's 2 dents here and here. Oh well, I figured that out later. Got into the teardown. So we took out the springs, as you can see there. These buckets will need to be removed. I have marks of where they were, and sorry, it's cold. I will be removing those next time, but I removed those. The axles are out. I was actually very, very surprised that those came out very easily on the hub side or the wheel side. On the diff side, there's about 6 bolts on each side that have not been touched in about 2 years, so I had to use some heat. If you can see, there's a propane tank there and some persuasion over there. But let me get to the hub. I was very worried
that these axle nuts were going to be hard to take off. I haven't touched these since I've owned the car, and you can see from these cotter pins that they're a little worse for wear. We'll put new ones in, but one side I just used my weight, which was the driver's side, and this side, because I forgot to do that before I pulled off the where can you see it there, after I pulled off that side, I used the socket on my impact wrench, which I don't like doing that, but that is the only size socket that I have for these axle nuts. But that's pretty much it. Once I take the spring buckets out, I am going to take out the diff and put the spherical, not the spherical, the diff bushing doesn't have sphericals, the solid bushings on the diff for the rear on the subframe, and then the two holding the front side of the diff out. Anything else that I did? No, that's pretty much it. I struggled with the bolts on the diff, but that was pretty much it. It's been pretty easy so far, knock on wood. But the most awful thing right now is that gear oil. I absolutely hate the smell of that. We'll have to clean that out or put it outside, and we'll be replacing again with the Moto 75W140. Oh, it's cold. So that's how this is going so far. I'll give another update and then leave it to there. I ordered some brake fluid and some transmission fluid so I can flush these out, push the rears. And in my pile of fluids over here, I gotta get a better system for this. I have two quarts of transmission fluid. Oh, there goes some brake fluid for the other car. Yeah, 2 full quarts of transmission fluid. I ordered 4, so I'll have 2 just in case for the next year. But yeah, as you can see, this is a mess. My race tires are sitting in the cold. Remember, if they're cold, you're cold. But I don't have space to put them in my house right now. Nor I don't want to piss off the wife. So that's it for now. I'll catch you up with another update before this video ends, and we'll see how far I get. Hey guys, final update for this video. I am beat. So first and foremost, drive shaft is out, and God, I'm gonna drop my phone. Differential's out. So as we can see, there's kind of like it's kind of dirty, oil residue, dirt from going off track, but I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, clean the teeth on just with like a brush, some elbow grease, maybe clean up the top. But we'll be taking these bushings out for these two, and then on the subframe there is a bushing for this that we'll put a solid diff in. So yeah, thank you GK Tech providing me those. I will also be removing the hubs, which is going to be 2 caliper bolts. Ow! I just hit the diff with my knee. 2 caliper bolts, and then like 3 ball joints, the shock mount, and I think that's it. Wait, no, 2 ball joints. We have the upper, the lower, the shock mount, and then let's see. So the lower arm is a ball joint. No, I am incorrect. We have the top arm, which is a ball joint, the shock mount. We already took off the buckets, and we have 4 bolts left. Cool. And as I just mentioned, I took the spring buckets out. It's getting really cramped Don't mind the mess. I'm gonna clean this up. I got a system-ish, but that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. The teardown is in full teardown mode, so I also have to get rid of those still. But thanks for watching. See you guys soon.